Hello， 我是 Coach Tim， 欢迎收看 Pleroma Coaching 健康全方位，一起探讨饮食、运动、修复、大脑健康跟心灵健康。This is Coach Tim. Thank you for watching Pleroma Coaching's Total Health, Spirit, Mind, and Body, where we explore nutrition, exercise, recovery, brain health, and spiritual health. 今天的片段为全英文内容，结束后我将提供简短的中文归纳。Today's video is in English, but at the end I will do a brief Mandarin summary.
Yeah, so it sounds like that particular training, your approach, both in terms of how you develop yourself physically as well as nutritionally, were very different. So maybe you can highlight for us, maybe just first with your physical training approach. I think you mentioned some of it already. Maybe you can share with us what were some of the most significant changes from your past training approach?
Yeah, well, it's changed a lot. And even from that event, of the KOM event, I've even become, now I don't know if I would train again for a KOM at this point, because I've become even more well-rounded of fitness and less fatigue. So instead of balancing this high semi-acceptable fatigue, I actually try and recover completely from fatigue and not carry too much fatigue at any time. So I still do indoor and I still do a lot of intervals, but my intervals are even more max, like higher effort, but higher effort, but shorter time spent, and full recovery between intervals. So instead of going up high and then coming half down and high again, I actually come down for a complete recovery before I do another super high interval. And it's the quality of interval is something that's very important to me. Like in the past when I was doing the KOM, my intervals would slowly fade. I was still getting a decent workout from the last few intervals, but they weren't quite as good as the first half of the intervals.
I see.
But now I train and I want to make sure that each time I do an interval, I'm getting the full maximum performance training out of that. If I can't do it, then I need to stop, and then it's time to recover.
Yeah.
So that's the difference, kind of what's happening right now. There's the HIIT, HIIT, high interval training. Now they're changing that to HIRT, which means that it has to be repeatable, which means that you actually do need to hit the same level each time. And if you can't do it, then just don't. You need to stop. And then maybe after you recover from this, maybe the next, a couple of days later when you do that workout again, you're able to then maintain it a little bit longer. So it's about it's about quantity. I mean, quality over quantity.
Yes.
So I've become more and more in that direction. I'm also doing I'm not doing many workouts which I would call kind of in the middle. So I do long, slow type exercises, or I do heavy or super fast exercises. Everything in between, I kind of stay away from. So I do a lot of walking. I do a lot of kind of active walking. And then I do a lot of high intensity intervals. And I'll take as many days as necessary to recover before doing that again, so that I'm getting the quality rather than the quantity.
Makes sense. You don't want to be in that not too strong, not too easy kind of, they call it the black hole training, where you're just exerting yourself but then not getting the benefit. That makes sense.
我们知道 Rick 他的训练方式其实是非常有效率的，那所以我们就探讨，那怎么样在一个用最短的时间的能够得到最大的果效所以他跟我们分享的重点有几个。第一个就是说，他主要的训练其实都是这种短暂但是高强度的，像说他是冲刺，可能20秒、30秒，但是是全力的冲刺。 但是之后他给他自己有足够的时间完完全全的恢复，让他下一次的冲刺也是能够有同样的强度。他是用这样子的这种高强度的训练来激发他的身体的能量，他的表现。他这个是所谓我们比较常见的，其实也不是 HIIT， 而是比较是 HIRT， 就是有完整的 recovery， 完全的修复。好，所以重点是你要有高的品质的训练，而不是只是高大的量。所以它这样子的一个循环，它可能只是会7次顶多10次。那如果状况比较不好，可能甚至比较少一点。但是重点是让他自己有足够的修复，让他下一次的一个 interval 可以同样达到一样的这样子的强度，比较像是在他的功率表现上面，他的速度让他的爆发力，让他的肌力能够有。那在他的燃脂的效率，他的能量的运用的效率方面，它主要就是靠缓和的另外一个极端，缓和甚至是用走路让他身体不断的是在活动的当中，所以他保持在这种能量很稳定、很有效率燃脂的这样子的一个范围当中。